Chalo, sir. So again, very good afternoon to everybody. I hope I'm audible as well as visible. I hope you guys can see me, hear me clearly. Let me just open this. Chalo, sir. Chalo. So again, very good afternoon. Let us start. Video blurry. Video should not be blurry. Just a second. Give me just a second. But the video should not be blurry. Everything is fine from my end actually. As I can see, everything is fine from my end. There is no frame drops or anything. And YouTube is also running very well. Okay, just refresh if you are seeing the things blurry, na? Just refresh once. There might be some issue with the, like you can say, the bandwidth or something, or the server as well. Now, with that being said, let's start, sir. Again, sorry for 5 minutes delay. So the last batch just ended. So I was just making the PDF and then only I could start this. Now, the ratio proportion, sir. So this is from where we'll start this particular batch, this particular class. So we'll have two classes on this. We will have two classes. Mostly this is practice course. So we will have practice. So what will be the format? Let me just explain this a little bit for the newer students. So again, I'll give you a few like questions. I'll give you a few seconds for each and every question, and definitely from there you can like answer. From there you can try. Then I'll give you the answers, or we'll solve it together. Okay. So that will be the format. Now, with that being said, let's start with the first question. Now, mostly these questions are all PYQs. These are all PYQs of CG, like of from tier 2, from CGL tier 2 only. So again, we'll start from the easier question, and as we go along, we'll move into the more complicated questions. So first question right in front of you, and I'll give you a few seconds to solve. So 40 seconds should be more than enough for this question. Sir, please solve this. Please try and solve this. This is the first question of the day. First question of the day. Please try and solve this. Please try and solve this, sir. And if you are facing any issue, tell me. Any answers? Any answers at all? Any answers? Still bloody. ये तो होना नहीं चाहिए. But again, you see, my YouTube is running on my phone. It's completely clear. It's running on 1080p. So I don't know. I don't know why that is. You can ask the tech team to look into this, but I don't think it will. Just a second. Because it's a very fast connection as well. So there should not be any issue of speed as well. Yeah, that's okay, but it's almost 100 Mbps speed I'm still getting. It should not be this. Now clear. Okay, perfect. I'm just raising up like this thing, but it should not be like that. Okay, acha, let's do this. I'll raise a complaint, or I'll raise an issue to the tech team. Okay, after this question, I'll do. Chal, sir. So they have given you a plus b, b plus c plus a, the ratio. So think like this: a plus b is 7 units, b plus c is 6 units, c plus a is 5 units. If you want, you can take some variable k. A plus b 7k, b plus c 6k, c plus a 5k. That also works. But now the relation is also given. So what I'll do, I'll not take k. I'm just using units. 7 units plus 6 units plus 5 units. If I add all of them, I'll get twice of ABC. Na? I'll get twice of ABC. You see, A comes twice here, here. B comes here, here. C comes here, here. So everything, meaning A, B, C, everything comes twice. So twice of A plus B plus C, which is equal to 6 plus 7 plus 5, that is 18 units. 18 units. So A plus B plus C should be 9 units. That is equal to say 27 in terms of value. So every unit is equal to 3, sir. Every unit is equal to 3, right? Perfect. So think. So A plus B plus C is now 27, and A plus B is now how much? So that is 7 units. 7 threes are 21. B plus C is how many units? So 6 units. 3 plus 3 into 6, 18. So C plus A is how much, sir? That is, sir, 5 units. 5 into 3, sir, 15. So from there, if I want to figure out A, from there, if I want to figure out A, I'll take these two. Just subtract, you see, B plus C cancels. A will give you, like A will be 9. Similarly, B, you will get from these two. So B will be how much, sir? B will be 27 minus this, that is 12. And C will be, sir, 6. So from there, they are asking what? They are asking this ratio. So 1 by A. 1 by A. Meaning, acha, can I directly write this? 1 by A na likh ke, sir, can I write this is equal to B into C, and this is equal to C into A, this is equal to A into B. Calculate, sir. I know all the values. B into C, 12 into 6. Don't multiply. Cancel hoga, sir. C into A, sir, 6 into 9. A into B, 9, sorry. It will be, sir, A is 9 into B is 12. 6 twos, 6 ones, 6 ones. 3 says, sir, 3 threes, 3 threes, 3 fours. 2, 2, 2, it will not cancel. So 4 ratio 3 ratio 6 will be the answer. 4 ratio 3 ratio 6, that is option number 3 is the answer. Clear, everyone? Clear? Sorry, yes, I don't know like why this is happening. I do not actually know why this is happening. Okay, now, so next question, you guys try, and let me just, this is also PYQ. Let me just quickly raise a concern to the tech team. Okay, this is happening. I don't have any answers to this. I absolutely have no idea why this is happening. Sir, please do. Any answers, sir? Any answers? Any answers? Any answers whatsoever? Any answers? So again, I'll ask everyone. I've just raised the ticket, but please, everybody shift to YouTube if possible. It is streaming for free. But something is not right. Maybe with the server or maybe with. Chalo, chalo, chalo. Now, sir, how to like approach this? How to approach this type of case? Because this is not very difficult. This is the relation is given in terms of cube, and they are asking the normal A and B relation. So ultimately, from here, if possible, figure out the ratio of A and B. So it's not very difficult. So let's write it, sir. 10a cube plus 4b cube. Ratio means division. 11a cube minus 15b cube. That is given as 7 by 5. Now, it is better you just cross multiply, sir. So this is 77a cube minus. So this is 105b cube. 5 tens are 50a cube plus 20b cube. So keep the a cubes to one side, b cubes to the other side. So if you do that, 27a cube, and this will go that side, and it will become, sir, 125b cube, sir. So from there, a cube by b cube, we are getting 125 by 27. Or you can say a by b, it will be 5 divided by 3, because 125 is 5 cube and 27 is 3 cube. If you just do this, if you just do this much, you see. So ultimately, as they are asking, what they are asking, that's also a ratio. You don't need to do much. You can directly put A as 5, B as 3. Why? Because ratio means that's also a relative term. So you can put the values directly, it will not affect. So 3 into A, 3 5s are 15, plus 5 into B, that is also 15. Divided by 9 times A, 9 5s are 45, minus 2 into B, 2 3s are 6. So this is 30 divided by 39. So 10 divided by 13, sir. 10 ratio 13 will be the answer, which is there in option number 1. Option number 1. And that is your correct answer for that. Right? Perfect, everyone? Perfect, everyone? Everybody clear? Everybody clear, sir? Clear, everyone? Just a quick yes or no? Just a very quick yes or no? Clear. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Chalo. So I've tried everything, but still it's not clearing. Pata nahi kyun. So next one. Next one, sir. Now these are very simple questions. We'll go move into the word problems once we solve this, because every year in mains you will find one question like this. Perfect, sir. Yes, Pankaj, I know, brother. That is what we are trying to figure out. That is exactly what we are trying to figure out. Why this is blurred. So Pankaj, in that case, you please shift to the YouTube. YouTube is also streaming. YouTube may it is clear, and that's the problem. That is the biggest problem. Why it is clear on YouTube and not in the app. Chalo, 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 sir. Everybody. Chalo, next one, next one, next one. Please solve this one. I'm not giving you a timer, but again, 40, 50 seconds should be enough. At max, 1 minute. At max, 1 minute. Do this please. Do this please and tell me the answer. Do this and tell me the answer. I've got three answers: 7, 11, 10. 7, 11, 10. Bhaiya, chalo, chalo. Any other answers? Option D also. I got from Sauria. Chalo, chalo, chalo. Chalo. Let's see. Sir, P, Q given, Q are given, and you see one very simple thing. Q over here is 4. Q over here is the same 4. So ultimately that means I can simply, without doing anything, I can write this is 3, 4, 7. Why? Because Q is automatically, it is pre-balanced, whatever is given to us. So that means, again, you see they are asking ratio. I told you just now, if it is, they are asking a ratio or a percentage, both are relative terms. So what you can do? You can simply say, sir, P is 3, Q is 4, R is 7. Put the values. P plus Q, 3 plus 4, 7. Q plus R, that is 4 plus 7, 11. R plus P, 7 plus 3, 10. So it was a 10-second ka question. 10, 7, 11, 10, which is option number 4, sir. It was not a difficult question. Next one, sir. A question based on proportional varies. Sir, let's do this, everyone, very quickly. Let's do this very quickly. Tell me, sir. Chalo, sir. Chalo, chalo, chalo. Tell me the answer. Chalo, tell me the answer, sir. Option A. Option A. Anybody else? Anybody else, sir? Anybody else? Anybody else? Anyone else? Acha. Finally, the bandwidth issue has been cleared. Finally, this is okay. Finally, I guess this is okay. Acha, chalo, come back. Sir, A varies B. Now again, if you are matured enough, if you can think to do it directly, please do. If you can't, then you just break it down like this. Sir, you get rid of this sign. How? Sir, by multiplying with a constant. Say K into B, sir. B is equal to, acha, K1, I'm writing K2 into 1 by C. C is equal to K3 into D, sir. Done? Now go from one into the other. So, kaise? Sir, put this value, put this C value over here. So that means B will become what? K2 into 1 by C, meaning 1 by K3 into D. Now you see K1 by K2 by K3, that's a constant. So I'm naming that another constant, say K prime by D. Because constants, we are not worried about that. We are not worried about constants. So again, take this and put this here. And what I'll get? A is equal to K prime into B ke jagah, sir, K1 and sir by D. Again, take this as a new constant, let's say K. So we are getting A is equal to K divided by D. Again, if you go back, so that means A varies as 1 divided by D. That's my answer, which is option number 1. Right? Now again, if you might say, sir, what if I don't want to do it like this? Sir, again, in that case, C varies as D. C varies as D, and again B varies as 1 by C. Again, if you want to go like that, na, you don't need to. So C and D, they are proportional, and B and C. So you write it like this, sir. A, B, C, D. C and D, they are proportional. Meaning, if this go up, this also goes up, proportional, or goes down. So you can put the arrow anywhere. B and C, they are inversely proportional. Meaning, if C goes up, B goes down. A and B, they are proportional. Meaning, if B goes down, A also goes down. Now they are asking A and D. So if A goes down, D goes up, meaning opposite. Meaning the relation will be A varies as 1 by D or D varies as 1 by A. So this is how to do it directly without taking any constants. Just by understanding the things. One line, you just do this. So whichever is there in the option, you put that. So here we have done that. Perfect. But please, if you are doing this, please be sure that there is nothing like this d square root d, because if there is another option, let's say there is an option 5 which is saying a varies as 1 by d square. So you need to be very careful between these two options if you are doing it in the shortcut. Please be very careful. Clear, sir? Moving on. Moving on to next question. Moving on to the next question, sir. Everybody, please do. Please do this. Everybody, please do this. Answers, answers, answers. A. Option A here also. Chalo, let's see. Let's see, everyone. Let's see, sir. Let us see, sir. What is the ratio, third proportional of this to mean proportion? Sir, let's do one by one. Now, many people likes to remember, but again, I don't like to remember. Okay. So third proportional means 0.4, 0.8. Again, you don't need to write this, but just for understanding. So this thing squared will be this into this. So this will be this thing square divided by this thing, sir. This is 2. So k will be, sir, 1.6. If this is the third proportion. This is the third proportion. Done. Now come back to this. Sir, 1.6 divided by, this is the mean proportional between these two. Sir, this is nothing but square root. Mean proportional means GP. So 13.5 into 0.24. Let's calculate, sir. So this is going to be 135 into 24 by this is 1 and this is 2 zeros. So three zeros in total. 3 zeros in total. Just a second. Some issue. So if you calculate, sir, we'll only calculate 10. So 100. So again, that means that 2 say 12 and 5 say 5 twos are 10, 5 sevens are this. Sir, give 1 3 to this. So this will become 9 and this will become, sir, 4. 4 means, sir, 2 divided by 10. So this will become 1.8. So the ratio is this. So get rid of this. So 8:9 will be the answer. 8:9, that is option number 3, is the answer. 100%. Perfect, everyone. Perfect, sir. Perfect, everyone. Clear? Chal. Let's move on, sir. Now, again, this type is very, very, very common. Every year you get a question like this. Sir, please do. Please do this. Again, let me give you a timer. Now there are multiple ways. You can go by ratio, you can go by equation. I prefer equation because ratio में बहुत लोग, many people like get lost in between while using the ratio technique. So again, whichever you prefer, but again, I need the answer because ratio technique also, the equation technique also will give you the answer in no time literally. चलो सर, चलो सर. Everyone need answers. Answers. Option 3. Option 3, that is 4:5. Sorry. 4:5. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see, sir. Now, two numbers are in this ratio. Okay. If 13 is subtracted from each, the new numbers are in this ratio. If 15 is added to each of the original numbers, then the ratio becomes what? Then the ratio becomes what? Chalo, theek. So let's say the first number, 3x and 5x, the numbers. Because 3:5, I'm doing it basic, like in the basic way first. Okay. So whenever you see, this is very age related question, like, okay, you will use shortcuts as well, मैं बताऊंगा. But before that, always, the basic method is, if you can, like see there are two ratios. Start from any one of these ratios. If you want, you can start from 10:21 as well. Use from one of the ratios and make your equation on the other ratio. That's the best way to like proceed. Okay, that is the best way to proceed, sir. Perfect. So if you can go with that, so 3x and 5x. So 13 is subtracted from here, from here. This ratio is, it is 10:21. Now you can calculate, so 63x minus 21 into 13. Don't like multiply. 50x into, sorry, minus 10 into 13. So ultimately 13x becomes, if you take this to that side, so 21 will be plus minus 10. That means that this will become 11 into 13. So it cancels. So x is 11, sir. So that means the numbers are 33 and then the other number is 55. Now if you add 15 to it, so this is 15, this is 15. So this will become 70 and so this will become 48. So again, you can calculate like 2 says 24, 2 says 35. I don't think we can do anything. Option 4 has to be the answer. 24:35. 24 ratio. Aspirant, I don't know what your name is, brother. I don't think your answer is correct. Answer में थोड़ा गड़बड़ हो गया, sir. The answer become a little like गड़बड़. थोड़ा गड़बड़ हो गया, sir, in the answer. थोड़ा गड़बड़ हो गया, sir, in the answer. Perfect. Perfect, everyone. Clear? Just check it once. Just check this once. Clear, sir? Clear, everyone? Everybody clear, sir? Everybody clear? Clear, sir, everyone? Just a very quick yes or no. Just a very quick yes or no. Clear. Perfect. चलो. Very good. Now, another way, sir. और क्या way हो सकता है, sir? Please understand the other way. You can check with the ratios as well. Sir, 13 से, sir, option से like you can go. But again, as the options are also having ratio, sometimes like if the like the answer clicks, that means the multiple, then it will be multiplied. As I can see, it will be multiplied by 2 because the last division was by 2. If that clicks, you will say, this is very simple. But there is no guarantee that it will be always 2. If that doesn't click in the exam, it might become, that method might become very lengthy. So that is the reason I'm saying stick to the basic. Not every question, not every shortcut is always the best. So again, this is very, very, very commonly asked question. Please do, sir. Please do. Please do. Please do, sir. This one. Complete this very quickly. Very, very quickly complete this. जल्दी से बनाओ सर. Answers, 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 answers. Need answers, sir. Again, this thing, many people, again, you can figure out, you can use it by, like, do this by ratio technique. But again, if you go by equation, it will give you a pseudo quadratic equation, which we call it. दिखने में quadratic है, but again, it's not a quadratic. So it will be like you can solve those equations in seconds actually. कैसे? So 9, 15, 21, 31. They are, when x is added to each of them, they are in proportions. Correct? Now they are like, you find out x there, and then they are asking some like question with that x. Sir, calculate. 31 times 9 plus 31 plus 9, 40 x plus x squared. This is where the pseudo quadratic comes. So 21 times 15 plus 21 and 15, so 36x plus x squared. You see, x squared actually cancels. It is not a quadratic equation by any stretch. So 4x becomes 21 into 15, 210 and 105, 315. Correct? Minus 310, 280, so 79 divided by 4. That will be the value of x. Can you do calculation, sir? Sir, from here it is 21 and 15, that is 36. So x is 9, sir. The value of x that we have got is 9. Sir, mean proportional between these two numbers. So 27 minus 2, 25 into. Sir, this is 9 5s are 45. 45 plus 4 is 49. So this is 5 into 7, which is 35, sir. Option number 1. Now again, you can do 9 by 15, 21 by 31. From that, like what you need to add, you can figure it out using the ratio as well. But again, I always felt, like me personally, I have always felt this is a better method. इससे बहुत इजीली हो जाता है. 2-4 लाइन लगता है सर. 2-4 लाइन लगता है. As with the component of dividend here, brother, you no need. You see, component of dividend when to use. Brother, if the situation or this numerator and denominator, now it is something like this: m plus n, m minus n, or the vice versa, meaning m minus n ऊपर plus n नीचे. That in those situations, componendo dividendo makes more sense. In those situations, componendo dividendo makes more sense. Here, if you want, you see, there are like methods का तो कोई नाम नहीं है. If you want, kinesis, I don't want x in both numerators as well as denominators. I want to get rid of that. That you can do by doing a simple -1 in both the sides. If you do -1, the numerator like x will be cancelled. You see, if you do -1 in both the sides, just by doing that, the numerator will be cancelled. And if you have looked, if you know how this component or dividend to this operation comes, this actually comes from adding +1 once and adding -1 once. Okay, so that's basic, absolute basics. I teach these things in foundation. So if you do that, so if you do -1, this pseudo quadratic will never be formed even. Clear? Clear, sir? Chalo, moving on. Next one. Next one, sir. Again, let me give you a minute's time. Again, these are very simple, but again, all are PYQs. Not a single question today that I've taken from myself. All these questions are PYQs. Already SSC has asked these questions in some exam or the other. 2018, 19, 2020, 21, any of the CGL mains, they have already asked these questions. All these questions. Chalo, do this. Next one, please. Do this very, very quickly. 30 seconds. Answers, answers, answers. Answers, sir, everyone. Need answers. You see, only calculations, not much of concepts or anything. Not much of concepts or anything, only simple calculations. A person divided a certain sum between his three sons. Just a second. In this ratio, 3, 4, 5. Had he divided in this ratio, one person would have gotten this much more. Something like that is good. Sir, in this situation, what would have been the ratio? Sir, actual ratio 3 ratio 4 ratio 5. That the hypothetical ratio would have been 3, 4, 5. Na, sir? So 3 means it will be 4 into 5, 20. 4 means 3 into 5, 15. And this one 3 into 4, 12. This is what has been given to you. This is what has been given to you guys. Now they are saying, who got the least share earlier, meaning this person, would have gotten this much more. So in this case, how much this person has gotten? So 3 out of 12 parts, right? 3, 4, 5. That means, sir, like 4, 3, 7 plus 5, 12 parts. So meaning this person has gotten 1/4 of the share. 1/4 of the share. Now this person is getting how much, sir? 20, and this is 27. That is 47. So 20 out of 47 parts. So they are saying 20 out of 47 minus 1/4 of the total of the sum, that is equal to this many parts, is equal to 1188, sir. So the whole one part ka value they are asking. So the one part will be sir 1188 into 4 into 47. I'm doing the calculations directly, huh? So 4 into 20, sir, 80 minus 47, that is 33, sir. So 11 3s are this 11 108. 3 से कर लो, sir. 336 or 108. बाप रे, 36 into 4 into 47. I do not think we can use, because the unit digit will be 8. I have to multiply. We cannot use the unit digit concept. We cannot really use the unit digit concept. You see, 6 4s are 24, meaning 4. 4 7s are 28. So these two options, anything between these two options. चलो कैलकुलेशन तो करना पड़ेगा सर. चलो बनाते हैं. So this is 144 into 47. So let's do one thing. 144 into 50, let's do. Minus 144 into 3, sir. So this is into 2 by 2. That is 7200 minus 144 into 3. 452, right? So 6,800 something will be the answer, or 7,000. So 6,000 may there is only one option, that is 2. Because this is 7,000, that cannot be the answer. So option number 2 is the correct answer. Option number 2 is the correct answer. Yeah, you can use digital sum, but again, digital sum I never recommend and I don't personally use. Why? Let me say this. Once in these options, there is you find another option having the same digital sum. The problem is that you see many shortcuts after applying you can find last me there is another like two options are getting to the same answer, are giving me same answer. Problem with digital sum is you apply, you don't solve a single line of the question, and at the end of the like your solution you get to see whether two options are having same like digital sum or not. So if the question and at the end you see two options are having digital sum same, so in that case, now you have wasted like those say few seconds or a minute or whatever you have spent on the question. That's why I don't think it's a very practical option. It's very good if you know that this will be applied, right? It's good for making shorts, making YouTube videos. But again, practicality, I've always felt it's not very practical. Okay, chalo, let's do the next one. But again, if you're comfortable, use that. Don't worry. This is just my point of view. Doesn't mean that nobody should use it. Solve this, sir. Solve this. Chalo, 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 sir. Chalo, sir. Everyone, please solve. Please solve this. Any answers? Any answers, sir? Any answers? Time is up. Need a little bit more speed. Little bit more speed, sir. We need. Tell me. Any answers, sir? Sir, you can check. Sir, first things first. You can check it now. You don't need to check the whole thing. Just check options in this question. Why? And you see, there also will use a little bit of our brain. So C and D, sir, for all four options they are same. So I'll not check for this because they are same. So is there any option of checking B, A, C, anything, sir? Sir, total share of B and D. Acha. Share of C is 1.2 part like times of the share of A. That's a good thing. Share of C 1.2 of. Sir, some printing mistake is there. Ruk jao, sir. There is some printing mistake. Just a second. My typist might have made a mistake. Just let me check. This is question number 9. Just give me a second. Sir, my typist like question is same, okay, but ये option में गड़बड़ कर दिया. 250 this one, sir. This is 350. This is 250. This is 250. And this is 1250. सो के बना रहे थे. रुक जाओ सर, लेट मी चेक द अदर ऑप्शन. 575 था, 525, 525, 575, 300. This is once. अच्छा, this is also different. Okay, perfect, sir. Perfect, sir. Okay. Yeah, yeah. So that is the problem actually. That is the problem. That's why I checked. Okay. Acha, this is 175. That also I hadn't noticed. Chalo, theek hai. Now the question is 100% correct. Share of C is 1.2 times of this. So 250 ka 1 point. So again, option 2 cannot be the answer because C has to be 1.2 times of A, meaning C has to be more. C is this 300 in all four options. So it has to be 250, meaning option 1, 3, or 4. That's for sure. Now again, share of D is half of A. So again, I can eliminate option 4. Half of 250 cannot be 175. So we are at 1 and 3. Now, so only thing is now this thing. Total share of B and D is equal. So B and D, total share. So this is 575 and this is sir 525. These two are like different. Sorry, B and D, na? Sorry. Sir, B and D, B and D. So if I take this 575 and 125, that is 700. If this is not matching, then definitely 3 will be the answer. This is, I think this will match because 7 is a multiple, 700 is a multiple of 40. This is equal to 14 by 11 times of share of A and C. So this is 325. So 325 ka A and C. Sorry, 325 nahi sir. A and C na. Sorry. 250 and 300 sir. 300 and 250 is 550. Sir, 1150 is this. So this is 14 into 50 is 700. Yes sir. So 100% option A is my correct answer. Option 3 is not. Perfect sir. Perfect. So you see, I've not used the solution. I've not solved the question. I've just gone with the options because the options were so prominent. That's all. That's all, sir. Now let's do one more. Let us do one more, sir. Let us do one more. Then we'll move on. Let's do one more, sir. This one. We have a few minutes left, so let's do one more. This question looks a little lengthy, but again, that doesn't mean this is a lengthy question. Then that does not mean this is a lengthy question. Need answers from everybody. Need answers from everybody. Sorry, actually, brother, what happens na? See, the person who types na, that is like that person is also a human. I also make mistakes na. You see na? So it happens, and I also have a share in that like blame because I also what happens I take classes every day like till evening, and afterwards I send him the content very late, so he has to work very late in the night sometimes. So that creates a little bit of an issue. That creates a little bit of an issue. I also share the blame. I should also be blamed for that. Chalo sir, chalo, let's see. In an examination, the number of students who passed and the number of students who failed were in this ratio, sir. If one more student has appeared and passed, and the number of failed students was 3 less than earlier, the ratio of passed students to failed students would have become this. Okay, sir. What is the difference between the number of students who initially passed the examination to and the number of students who failed the examination? What is the difference? Okay. What is the difference? Initially, sir. So you see, number of students who passed was 25. This is 4. So difference has to be a multiple of 21. It has to be a multiple of 21. I don't know whether this will work or not, but again, let's see. So 21 multiple means it's a multiple of 3 and 7, right? It's a multiple of 3 and 7 both. Check na sir. Check na sir. Check na sir. This is 3 multiple. 7 says sir. 7 ones is no 62. This is 7 ones. Yes sir, this is going. This is 8 4. So 12, like 3 says everything is going. 7 twos are this 14 34 not going sir. This is also not going. So this is my answer. This is my answer. You see, I have not done the question. I have literally not done the question. You see, I have not done the question. You see why? Again, you read the question. Once I read the question, I understood. They're asking what? What is the difference between the number of students who initially passed, 25, and the number of students who failed, that is 4. So the difference has to be 21. Now, the number of students, it cannot be like half of one student has appeared. So it has to be an integer. So it has to be so difference is always 21 multiple. So I checked for 21 multiple and that gave me only one option. I was lucky enough that only one option was there. Otherwise, this solution would have been a little lengthy. The solution would have been a little lengthy, sir. Basics, yeah, chalo, yeah, definitely. I might be the first person who will say chalo basic से भी कर सकते हैं. अच्छा आंसर तो आ गया. चलो basic से. Aspirant is saying chalo. Brother, what's your name? It's very awkward calling you by some weird name. Sir, number of students who passed 25x, failed 4x. Now they are saying one more student had appeared. No need to like kind of go with that. And passed, meaning sir, passed student has increased by 1. And the total number of failed students was 3 less than earlier, that is -3. Then the passed and failed would have been 22 divided by 3. That's your equation. Now from there you can figure out the value of x. X ka value you can figure out. And once you figure out the value of x, 25x minus 4x. That is your answer. They are asking the value of 21x. You can figure that out. You can figure that out. Arjun. Perfect, Arjun? Perfect, na? So I'm just, again, if you want calculation, ये बहुत ज़्यादा कुछ होगा नहीं sir. Sir, 4 into this is 88x minus 66. It will be 3 into 25, 75x plus 3. So this is 13x equal to 69, sir. So x is, एक second, sir. Have I made an error? Have I made an error, sir? Oh, sorry. Have I made an error? No, 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 no. रुको, calculation में 4x 3 less than earlier. Is this correct? Same equation तो ऐसे ही है. No, रुक जाओ sir. Again, let me check the question. Ratio is 22, ratio 13 na? Sorry, 3 na? 3 less than earlier, ratio pass to fail. This is means 2020 question, but again, this is the equation we are getting. There is something wrong with the question then. There is something wrong with the question. Equation, if I have not made an error, let me just quickly check. 88 minus 66, 75 plus 3. This is going that side. This is 13x is equal to 66, 69. 169 though, but again, if I even go by backtracking, na x ka value hona chahiye sir 6. So this should have been 78. 78 hona, this should have been, but again, it's not there. It is not there, sir. Sir, there is something wrong with this question. Okay? Something is wrong with the data. I have to check this once. Okay? I will check this once. But again, like most likely the place where we were wrong is this. Like the data is wrong is this. Because you see, we are getting to the answer, and when we are getting to the answer, we're not taking anything from here. We're just using this ratio. If we are using this ratio and we are getting the right answer, that means this part might, and again, once we are using this part, we are getting some weird equation. Something is wrong, right? So that means data में कुछ गड़बड़ हो सकता है. Might be this or might be this. Okay. So whichever data I have not taken to get to this answer, something can be wrong there. So I have to check once. Okay. So again, I'll check it once, and in the next class we'll get to that. We'll get to the bottom of that. Why again, I don't have the hard copy with me. है मेरे पास वो book से ही मैंने दिया है, because these are all PYQs. This is a question from CGL 2020. CGL, this is the exact question from CGL 2020 Tier 2. ठीक है. Now, with that being said, let's complete our class here today. So again, thank you so much everyone for joining, and I will see you guys then in the next class tomorrow. Till then, please take care, and I'll see you guys. If you have, again, for the students from our paid batches, please do rate the session. I know there was a little problem in the platform. I don't know why, but now it's been taken care of. And for the YouTube audience, please do like the video if you have liked it. If you have any feedback, feel free to comment down in the comment section. So again, thank you so much. Take care, and I will see you guys in the next class tomorrow. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Thank you so much.